So Reedy is recording. So thank you, girls. So good morning again and welcome to this grammar class for Friday. My name is Natalia. I think I was working maybe 2 weeks ago with Tata, but with you, sorry, I forget. Maria is the first time, I think so. I'm not really sure, but I think it's the first. Yeah, okay, great. So nice to meet you, Maria and Tata. Again, welcome. As I say, my name is Natalia, and this is our grammar time just to check some specific topics and practice. So, my girls, this is a class designed for a basic level, for an elementary level. So, if you have any question, you can do it in any moment. Just let me know. Even if you don't know in English how to ask, how to make the question, just let me know in Spanish. But because the idea at the end is to feel free and feel comfortable, sentirnos cómodos with the English. So to start, we have an agenda. And the agenda for today is composed by 3 steps. First of all, we are going to practice or to get into the English with a warming up activity. It's a game, so the idea is to get fun. After that, we are going to introduce our topic for today that is called quantifiers, and the idea is to understand what's quantifiers. And for sure, to assess the knowledge, to practice with an exercise with an again and again. So the goal for today, at the end of the class, we will have to verify that we are acquired some knowledge about quantifiers based on the introduction and answer what are the quantifiers and how they work, how can they help us to make or to do a better work with our English. So the game for today is a warm-up activity with a random wheel. So let me share with you the activity. The random wheel will show you an orientation, a sentence. And the idea, my girls, is just to write in the chat the answer and also read it in a voice aloud, en voz alta. Lo vamos a escribir la respuesta en el chat y lo vamos a decir en voz alta. ¿Qué respuesta? Pues dependiendo de lo que nos vaya a pedir la rueda, que nos vaya a mostrar la rueda aleatoria de random wheel. So, we're going to start with Maria. Maria, pay attention. Just Maria. And if Maria has any question, Maria can ask to Tata. And Tata will help you if you don't understand what you have to do or you don't have idea about the words. Just Maria going to write on the chat and read it. So, Maria, pay attention.
Okay.
My girls, a question before. You are listening the video or just seeing? ¿Están viendo o escuchando el video o solamente?
No, teacher, you're not sharing the screen.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my girls. I was pretty sure about that. But thank you to let me know. Okay. So, again. So, yes. And the activity. So, but you understand everything or you have any question about the instructions for the activity?
No, so according to the instruction, we need to write in the chat and say out loud.
Yeah, that's great. So, two animals, Maria. Could you write, please, two animals, two names of animals, and read aloud?
Rabbit and lion.
Rabbit and lion. Beautiful. Yes, so we are going to check the chat. Rabbit and lion. Excellent. Excellent. The idea is to check the spelling also, just to practice. Sometimes we know many words, but we don't practice our writing skills. And when we have to write, we are not pretty sure about the spelling. So that's the idea. Rabbit and lion. Thank you, Maria. Tata, your turn. So I'm going to spin the random wheel again. Oh, I'm so sorry. Something happens again. Tata, please write on three adjectives. Three.
Okay. Pretty.
Take your time, take your time.
Okay, thank you. Sí, se me olvidaron.
That's happened when we are over pressure. But that's the idea. The idea is just to practice and get fun. So this first turns is just to get involved. So easy peasy.
Okay. Pretty, nice, and ugly.
Pretty, nice, and ugly. Excellent, Tata. Thank you. So, Maria. Two colors that start with P.
Purple and pink.
Purple and pink. Yes. You are really quick. And that's great. Oh, Tata. 2 days of the week.
Okay. Sunday, Saturday.
Sunday and Saturday. Saturday. Yeah. So please write on the words.
Okay.
Sunday and Saturday. Excellent. So my girls, now we are going to write together. Both of you, Maria and Tatiana, we are going to write the answer depend of the random well asking us. So two words that start with C, the letter C. Chocolate, chocolate, pay attention to the pronunciation. Chocolate is almost like, don't use the O, it's like C and E, chocolate and cake. This one is a tricky word to pronounce sometimes. It's not chocolate, it's chocolate.
Yes.
Yes, Maria?
Yes, chocolate.
Yes, I'm saying that it's correct writing. It's okay. I'm saying just the pronunciation. The idea is chocolate. Okay,
Chocolate.
and yeah, excellent. And cat and cute. Cat and cute is also words with C. Thank you very much. My girls, four verbs. try to look if the activity is too easy for you, because maybe you have a good vocabulary. Try to force yourself to look for more difficult words. If this activity could be easy, just look for, because the idea of this activity is to practice and look for vocabulary and our spelling also. Excellent, Tata. Yeah. Beautiful, really good. Those one are verbs also that have certain high level. So beautiful. I really like the verb emphasize, to emphasize, because this one is too useful when we want to express something, an idea, or to argue something. Hi, Carlos. How are you? Welcome.
I did fine.
So great, Carlos. We are finishing our warm-up activity, just an activity to get involved with the class and feel in an English atmosphere. So we are working with a random well, and the idea is just to write on the chat the answer depending of the random well will ask you. Okay, so again. The random well says that, right, please, something impossible to count. Something impossible to count.
Y teacher, puede ser cualquier cosa, puede ser, es decir, son cosas no contables, ¿no?
Yeah, it's a noun, because remember when we talk about countable and not countable is talking about noun. So yes, you can select whatever you want. For sure, impossible to count.
Okay, thank you.
No, to you, Tata. Yeah, milk, water, bread, and cheese. Excellent. And Maria says, rice, sugar, water, and milk. Carlos, are you writing the answers? Okay, so the last one, Easy peasy, a plural word. Carlos, yes, rained. That one is one not countable noun that is not common to listen or to read, because sometimes people doesn't know that rain is not countable. But yes, excellent, excellent. And plural, a plural word. So Maria say children. Yeah. And this one is tricky. This one is tricky, especially for people who are learning, because sometimes they read children as a singular. But yes, people and children. Great. Yes. Your answers makes me think that maybe you are in a higher level, that this one that, as you know, is elementary level. Maybe just let me know, Tata. I'm pretty sure that yes, that you are doing your observation practice. But Maria and Carlos, are you doing your observation practice also?
Yes, I am.
That's great. So, and Carlos.
Yes, yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it's a shame that there is not today as a student, just a student that wants to learn English, not belong to the observation practice, because sometimes it's better for you when somebody is acquiring the language. But anyway, the idea is to be active and practice. So if the topic is too easy for you, just the idea is to make a review, but you want, or if you want, or you can add something, welcome. So uh, after that, the idea is to introduce our main topic. Our main topic, as I said during the agenda, during reading the agenda, the idea is to practice the quantifiers, or to make a short introduction. So quantifiers are words that express the quantity or amount of something. That's why quantifiers could be used for countable or not countable nouns, for both. But the question is, why are quantifiers important? Why we have to know quantifiers? Quantifiers could be help with we want to be accurate, when we want to be concise or precise about the amount of something. And for sure, when we use correctly quantifiers, we avoid to misunderstanding or get confused about the topic we want to communicate. So sometimes we are pretty sure about the number of something. For example, I can say I have three pencils, because I'm pretty sure about I can count it and I can express that idea in a clear way. But um, sometimes we cannot express how many or how much we have about something. So that's the idea, to use quantifiers to get close about the amount. Uh, but it's pretty useful to make a review about countable and uncountable nouns. Maybe some of you participate last week, or maybe the week before the last one. We saw countables and uncountable nouns as a previous knowledge, and required two quantifiers because depend of that. So quantifiers, the topic, will depend if we are talking about countables or non-countable nouns. So as you know, countable nouns refers to some nouns that could be counted, and we can't be clear about if we are talking about a singular thing or a plural thing. So for example, we can say, I have a book or books if we are talking about plurals, or a car or cars. So at the end, we definitely know how many or something there are. And when we talk about uncountable nouns, we can say that those refers to nouns that it was it's impossible to know how many, in that case, how much there are. So, for example, you said rice, sugar, you said rained. So those one are uncountable nouns. So having that in account, we can say that the main quantifiers, there are a lot of quantifiers, there are many quantifiers. You can find others, but for this level, the idea is to have it in account those 5 quantifiers: much, many, little or little, few, and a lot of. So when we talk about uncountable nouns, it's really important to identify the quantifiers we have to use. In this case, much and little belong to uncountable nouns, are quantifiers to express an idea about uncountable nouns. So much indicates a large amount or a large quantity of something. And little, by the opposite, refers to the small amount. That's why we can use much to question, to make a question about something is not countable. For example, how much sugar do you need? How much money do you have? Or also to answer that, I need much sugar, I cannot count, or I need much time, or I buy much oil. So remember that much is used to liquids, to some food that we need to cut off, or to eat by parts. That's why Tatiana wrote, I think was bread. Please remember if was that the word that you give to exemplify the uncountable nouns. So that is the clue, because sometimes we are not really sure. I can say a brain or a pizza, but that's why we have to add another word to say a slide of pizza, for example, because we suppose that kind of food you need to take a little bit or a bit part or cut off the food. That's why belong to the uncountable nouns. And little, also for uncountable nouns, refers to a small amount. I have little money, I have little of money. Those one refers to the same, but remember the traduction is different. Poco dinero, un poco de dinero, ¿cierto? I'm talking about many countable nouns. We can talk about many and few as quantifiers. The same, many to express a large quantity of something, and few to express a small amount of something. So when we want to ask for something that is countable, we use how many. For example, how many classes do you have? I have many classes today. We can count classes, so that's why I use many. About few, the examples say that I have few friends and there are few clients. We can count it. So much and little belong to uncountable nouns, and many and few refers to countable nouns. What happened, guys, with a lot of? What do you think?
Puede ser para ambos.
Yes, yes. A lot of can be used for both, for countable nouns or not countable nouns, for both. Thank you. So a lot of is an informal style. That's very important because sometimes it's not recommendable to use it in writing essays, for example, or in a thesis, or that kind of articles that could be or could need more formal communication. So a lot of is an informal style to express that there are a large or something, that a big amount or something. So, for example, with uncountable nouns, we can say that is a lot of money. I don't have a lot of time, but pay attention to the last one. Have you eaten lots of chocolate? And that's to say that lots of is another way to express the same that a lot of. Is the same one, just change the spelling there, but refers to the saints. And also both are informal styles to express a big amount of something. And with countable nouns, as already said, we can use it as well. So, for example, we have a lot of carrots. There are not a lot of options. Are there a lot of good players at your tennis club? So, is common usage for both. So, much, little, many, few, a lot of, and remembers a lot of could be replaced for lots of, and the meaning is the same. Last week, we talked about some and any, and I wanted to include it here just to remember that some and any are quantifiers also. Maybe we talk about that when we talk about countable and non-countable, but it's important to classify those ones in quantifiers topic, because refers or is an additional word which look for give an specific help to express or to be accurate about the quantity we are talking about. So just to remember, some is common usage in a positive sentence, and any is common usage in a question and in a negative sentence. So refers to the existence of something, but maybe we are not pretty sure about how many or how much there is or there are. So I have some apples refer that we have apples. I have apples in my kitchen, for example, but I'm not really sure about how many apples I have. Maybe 5, maybe 10. I don't know, but I know that that there are apples. So I can say I have some apples. And when we are doing a question, we include any to refers that or to question if is there or are there orange or any other noun. And also in a negative, there are not any pencils in the drawer. So it's common used to express or to ask if there are something. So just to remember, much and little, we can say that those one are pairs when we are talking about something uncountable. Many and few when we are talking about something countable. A lot of or lots of could be function or could be word for both, countable or non-countables. And guys, what happened with some and any? We can use it for both. We can use it just for for countables, or we can use it just for uncountables. What do you think?
Para ambos también.
For both. Yes, we can use it some and any to express an idea about something that we can count or not. Thank you. So to assess this topic, I'm going to send you a link about this activity. Just to show you before to send that, I want to explain you what is the idea with this activity. So the activity will show you some sentence and we have to look for the correct word we have to put here to fill in. So we have some options here, and the idea is to select the correct one. And we have to submit the answer, and the web page will show you if you are okay or not. So we will have 10 questions related to the topic. I can guess that you will finish quick before because your level. But the idea is to just to pay attention and be conscious about why we can or we choose one of those ones. So I'm going to copy this link and send you the link by the chat. So please go there and let me know if you could access to the page. Guys, could you access to the
Yes.
activity? Okay, thank you. Great. Awesome. Thank you, Maria. Thank you, Tata. So Maria and Tata already finished. So we are going to wait for our classmate, Carlos.
No, teacher, I finished. Yeah.
Did you finish? Okay. Which was your score? What was your score?
I sent the chat.
¿Cuál fue tu puntaje? Ah, I already... Maria, Tata, and Carlos. Ah, okay, thank you. So, Tata, thank you, Carlos. Tata, did you have any trouble or what was difficult with the sentence there?
Y, y desde la primera, o sea, creo que me confundo mucho. Y según yo, pues, miraba si era contable o no contable, pero pues sin embargo, creo que me falta mucha práctica para aprender.
Yeah, at the end, it's just a practice. Sometimes when it's easy just to remember that contables, non-contables, some few, but will depend of the context, but specifically, it needs to base on the noun. So we have to identify always if we have a countable or a non-countable noun. So the noun is the clue. The noun is the clue in every sentence. So, but Tata, which was the quantifier that maybe was more difficult for you?
Y la que estaba en la primera oración, sí, esa fue digamos, la que más dudas me sacó, no sé por qué.
The first one, we are going to check the first one, just because I have the dude. Okay, this one?
Yes. Pues porque yo me iba, por ejemplo, porque era una cantidad contable y estaba en plural. Y pues no sé, creo que ahí me confundí.
So which one did you select? ¿Cuál seleccionaste?
Many.
Many. And which one was the correct one?
Ay, no.
Many es the correct one. ¿Tú me dices que seleccionaste una?
Sí, coloqué many y me parecía que estaba mal.
¿A ustedes también, chicos? ¿A Carlos y a María?
No. Yo marqué many porque pues, se supone que con pregunta es many y me salió correcto. Por mí, correcto.
Yes, that's why I'm asking you if it was the same, because the correct one is many. So it's weird if the application give you that was wrong. So we're going just to check one.
Okay.
There was another one that caused troubles of you. ¿Alguna otra que te causó como inquietud que recuerdes?
No recuerdo el orden, pero...
Okay, just let me know if you identified it here. Just, Maria, could you help me with this one just to check the answers? I know the application give you the answer if it was correct or not, but just to make those together.
Yes,
So,
in that one I put, that's a lot of money.
that's a lot of money. Yeah, remember that money is a general topic that is not possible to count, that happens the same with emotions like love, for example, or healthy, that is not possible to count, so we can talk about this is uncountable. Anyway, lot of, it's possible to use it in both. Carlos, could you help me with this one, the third one?
Yes, teacher. Yo marqué ahí mood y pensé, porque pensé que era como cantidad. Yo inclusive yo envié la respuesta aquí al grupo. Ahí yo
Okay.
coloqué many food.
I
Pero
bought
no,
too many food. You mark many. But I want to ask you if you can count food. How can you count food? So, girls, Tata and Maria, did you mark the same one that Carlos? Many?
No, I put
much.
Much. Yeah.
Sí.
Food is not possible to count because food is a general word that gather many other things that maybe could count, but food is not count, so it's much. Yeah. Okay, Tata, please help me with this one. Much, many, or little?
Is many.
Many, because it's countable, yeah. Carlos, what happened this one? I have a...
Yes, I have
This one could be tricky, so pay attention. Esta puede ser un poquito como confusa, could be tricky, but anyway, at the end, you solve this sentence just for one word. Which one did you select?
Little, yo seleccioné Little, pero Little no es. Yo coloqué esa, yo sí tengo la respuesta. Esa no es. Entonces, no sé. Many, pocos.
What do you think, girls? What do you think, girls?
Yo coloqué Little.
Tú colocaste Little. Tú pusiste esta, ¿cierto? Pero no es, me dices. Listo, entonces, chicas, ¿ustedes qué dicen?
Is many.
Entonces, Tata, tú
Many,
dices que es many, Carlos dijo que era little, pero se dio cuenta que no era. Y María, what do you think?
few.
few, few. So remember or check better that here there is an article, the article a. I have a, I have. So it's not correctly or grammatically correct to say I have many, so we can discard many. Es como decir, yo tengo recordémonos que este es un o unos, ¿cierto? Entonces, no es muy, digamos, correcto decirlo gramaticalmente. Yo tengo un mucho, ¿cierto? De manera que podemos descartar estos dos y nos queda few and little. Carlos dice que no es little. And it's not little because remember, little is for non-countable nouns. And friends, we can count friends. I can say, I have 1, 2, 3 friends. So that's why, as Maria say, is few. I have a few friends. Islay said, yo tengo unos pocos amigos. So I'm not lonely. Great. Beautiful. And Maria, what happened with this one, with the sixth one?
We have very little time.
Little time. Why? Why, Maria?
Because time is an uncountable noun.
Is an uncountable noun. We cannot count time. Yes. Tata. Marta is going to travel with us, but she has, what do you think, Tata?
Little money.
Little money. Why, Tata?
Because it's uncountable.
Is uncountable. Yes. So, guys, it's too common, and that happens even when we have a lot of vocabulary. We commit mistakes, specifically talking about little and few. Few, it's commonly misunderstanding because we are not pretty sure about if little or few, when we have to use little or few, depend of the nouns. So just to remember the importance to put in practice, because times pass and we don't know how to use little and few with nouns, and that specific detailed make show if we have or not a good grammar level. So great. And Carlos, what happened with this one? Which did you select?
A few. I read a few her both, so
This one?
I don't. No, the four. Few.
The last one? This one? The last one?
Yes.
Okay, read it again, please. Could you read it again, the sentence, the complete sentence?
Yes. Yo leo pocos libros.
In English.
Yo leo.
Read it in English, please.
Okay. I read a few her books, so I don't know if he could be my favorite author.
Okay, so excellent. Thank you, Carlos. Pay attention that when we see this or this word is could. She could be my favorite author. This one is like a no author. She could be my favorite author. And you said that.
Teacher.
Yes.
Excuse me. I the selection here. Oh.
You want to change the selection?
Yes.
For
It's
sure.
correct.
Okay, we are going to check one. You said that is I read a few of her books. What do you think, girls? Tata and Maria.
I put a few of her books. That's correct.
Sorry, Maria, I couldn't listen You will.
No, that I put the same thing. That's correct.
The same thing. Okay, and Tata, what do you say?
Yes, it's correct.
Is correct. Okay, we are going to submit it. Yes, I read a few of her books. Excellent. And Tata, please let me know which one is the correct word here. Tata?
Sorry. eh, I am going to bake a cake, but I am afraid I have little flour for that.
Little flour for that. Yes, it's not countable. Pay attention to this pronunciation. As we have an apostrophe here, means that this word is contracted. So the idea is to read it like one word, and you can't add or you can't read it like a one sound, like I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. So the idea is to say it quick. So I'm going to bake a cake, but I'm afraid I have little flour for that. So just to get you close to that kind of connections, it's like a at, and I, sorry. Es como si lo juntáramos en nuestra lectura. Okay?
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thank you, Tati. So the last one, Maria, please.
We think too much and feel too little.
Yes, we think too much and feel too little. What do you think about that statement?
I think it's true.
Yeah,
I can relate to
sometimes.
that.
Yeah, sometimes it's really true. We think too much and feel too little, and sometimes we lose the chance. So great, my dears. So just to finish and before to leave and we have in a Halloween weekend, we are going to make a pretty short activity just to finish and to help the humanity to correct the correct pronunciation of something. Have you ever listened that people used to say tricky, tricky Halloween? In Spanish here in Colombia,
Yes.
for example, tricky, tricky Halloween. Okay, we are going to correct that. So, Carlos, give me quick a letter, please. Regálame una
T.
letra, selecciona una.
T. La
¿Sí?
T.
Okay, great. Maria, go ahead, quick.
A.
A? Okay. Yeah. Tata, your turn.
M,
Sorry?
M,
N?
yes,
Carlos.
I.
I? Beautiful. Maria, again, a letter, please.
H.
H. No. Tata?
S,
No.
R.
R. Yes, you are close to find the sentence, the statement. Maria?
G.
Sorry?
G.
G. Yes, beautiful. And Tata?
eh, podría ser U,
U. No.
Q,
Okay.
You
Q.
again? No. Sorry, Carlos?
Q, Q.
Ah, Q. Q, 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 Q. No.
O.
O. Yes.
E.
E. We are
K,
really
K,
close. Sorry?
K, K, K.
Key. Okay, yes. Trick. Yeah, yeah, it's really close. Just to say the last one. Which one, Tata?
L.
L?
Mm,
No.
C, C.
C?
C.
Yes,
Yes.
yes.
Trick or treating. Yeah, is the correct sentence or the correct statement. But people used to say tricky, and is trick or treatment. Trick or treatment Halloween. Truco o trato. Okay, trick or treatment. Trick or treatment. Just to have that in our mind, because at the end the cultural things are very important, and tricky, it's okay, we enjoy that, and for sure this night or this weekend we are going to say tricky, and it's okay. But for you that are preparing to be a English teacher or language teacher, pues it's really good to know that kind of specific way to say the things. So that's great. So my dears, I'm going to send you the link, the attendance link, because I'm pretty sure that you are to fill out that as a observation practitioner. So let me send you by here. And yes, so thank you very much for your time, Maria, Tatiana, Carlos. Was a really fun class.
Teacher, thank you, thank you.
And have a good weekend.
Thank you.
thank you, teacher.
Thank you to you. See you later.